Hey, don't you alright? So today I'm going to be insulating the log cabin. Now I am going to have to do this in 2 stages purely because I'm going to be putting the foil on, then I've got to put a stud wall up, and then in between the studs in the wall I'm going to be putting the insulation, the other insulation. So I've got some double backed foil bubble wrap, there you go, got that off of Amazon, 45 meters squared for £100. I'll put the link down below. I'm also going to be using some self-contact adhesive spray as well as some staples to attach it to the wall, and then I also got some foil tape, aluminium foil tape for the seams, for the joints in the bubble wrap. But first what I'm going to do is I've got some silicone, and all around the joints, along the top, down the sides, where there is a joint, I am going to apply a bead of sealant. Sealed all my corners up, going around the roof, even though I've already done the outside, so the inside's not really going to make any difference, but anyway, I've done that. So next thing is to start getting this foil on. Don't matter which side you use because they are both the same. All I'm going to do first is spray some adhesive onto the wall. Make sure there's enough on top and bottom. And then it's just a case of rolling this out. Follow the wall along. Keep it nice and in contact with the floor. The floor's level, so the rest should be level when it goes on. Just get my stapler and just stick some staples in. So all I've got to do now is the rest of it. So cue time lapse. Woo! Aww. Stage 1 of the installation is done. Ready for when I get my Mary Joanna plants in and start me grow. I'm old as your kid. Oh, Jane, which is it a plant nowadays? Anyway, so yeah. Next thing I've got to do is make some stud work. Obviously, that's not all the timber. Make some stud work and get that up, and then fill that with some insulation. So join me in the next stage, part 2 of the installation. There you go. Hello and welcome back. I've finished the stud work inside, hence why we're going to be finishing the insulation today. So I'm going to fill all the gaps in all the way around there with the insulation that we've purchased, that we're using. We're using the same insulation we're using the floor. It is this, the Knauf insulation acoustic roll. I've got 2 full rolls there. I think you get about 15 to 16 meters squared out of a roll, so I should have more than enough. Rolled insulation is super easy, super fast to do. You don't need hardly any tools whatsoever. I've got a tape measure, I've got a handsaw, and I've also got somewhere in my shorts, a little knife. That's all you're really going to need. So I'll measure the distance from there to there with my tape. I'll then transfer it onto the roll with my pencil. Then I'll get my hacksaw and I'll cut the acoustic roll with it. And then simply roll it out into your cavities. My distances in my stud works are 370mm or 37 centimeters, or if you're American, what the hell is that in inches? 14.5 inches. My work in inches. 3/16 an 1/8 inch. God damn you, son of a bitch. 3/8 and 2/9 of an inch. That's what that is. All I'm going to do is transfer my 370 onto there. I've got a pencil, you can see it beautifully on here. Go all the way around, marking it out so I can see where to cut with my handsaw. So all I'm going to do now, cut all the way through it. I've got my handsaw, just a basic wood saw. All I'm going to do, cut through. And as you're cutting through, just to make sure you follow that line, is just to spin it. There you go. Just carry on, continuing, just cutting along the line that you've marked out. And then hopefully by the time you get all the way to the other side, you made it to the middle. And you'll know when you're through because it'll separate like that. one insulation roll cut to 370mm. Next thing is to get it in this bloody wall. At the top of my walls, I'm going to spray some contact adhesive just to stick the insulation up when I'm rolling it down, and also when it's up and it's stuck up there, it's not going to drop over time with gravity and all whatever else goes off in this world. We are spinning quite fast, so centrifugal force might pull it down if you're one of those believers. Just up there, a little bit around the stud-work as well, just hold it on. Take it up to the top, fill it in, no voids, anything like that. Just get my little knife, cut along there, and that'll be done. Oh, look at that. It is that easy. Even I can do it. A moron like me. I've shown you how to do that one. I'm now going to complete all this, and I'm not going to show you how I do everyone, because that would be boring as shit. So, cue time lapse. Right, so that is it. It's finished. Job done. Completed, fully insulated, walls, ceiling. Sun's gone in, so I can't tell if it's doing anything thermically, if that's a word, to see if it's got any hotter or any cooler since the sun's gone in. I can't really tell, but it has started raining. When there was no insulation on the roof whatsoever and it rained, you could hear it all. It sounded beautiful. You could show it like white noise. You could just lay there at night and just fall to sleep listening to it. But as soon as I put that on the ceiling, you couldn't hear it anymore. So acoustically, that seems to be doing the job great. As thermically, don't know yet. 1.5 rolls has done the walls and the ceiling. Save that for another project later on down the line, or I might even make a coat out of it. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, next thing to do, get it wired in, get it plasterboarded, then get it plastered. That'll be interesting. So I'm doing all this myself, full DIY project, start to finish, apart from the electrics. I don't think I'd last long, but like Marv off Home Alone. Join me next time for another video, and I'll see you later. Alright, ta-da duck. Bye bye.